Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Grace, and before we begin, welcome to my dorm room where I will most likely be filming a lot of content for at least the next projected year. I showed you a little bit last time of my view, which I can show again. Very nice view of campus. So today's video pretty highly requested in my opinion, and so this video will give you a little bit more insight onto what fiber actually is, what foods contain it, and how you can make better decisions about increasing your fiber intake in your life. So let's dive right into it. So the first main important question, what is fiber? So fiber is a type of carb. Yep, it's a carbohydrate that the body cannot digest and break down into sugars. So usually when you're eating carbs, your body converts it into sugar and uses it as energy and fuel. But carbs are a little special. They cannot be broken down. And instead it just goes whoop, straight down through your system. This helps to maintain the body's blood sugar, which I will get into more details in a little bit. But before that, let's talk about two different types of fibers, soluble and insoluble. Soluble fibers dissolve in water and can help lower glucose levels, as well as lower blood cholesterol. And some examples of soluble fibers include oatmeal, chia seeds, nuts, beans, lentils, apples, and blueberries. On the other hand, there's insoluble fibers. This does not dissolve in water but can help move food through your digestive system, promoting regularity and helping prevent constipation. Examples of these include whole wheat products, quinoa, brown rice, legumes, leafy greens, almonds, walnuts, fruits with edible skin. So fiber has so many health benefits. Let me try to be as concise as I can, but there's a lot of resources out there that can probably just go on and on and on about how beneficial these are. So feel free to take a look at them yourself, but I can try to consolidate it as quickly as I can in the next minute. So probably most well known is for its bowel movement. I hope you already had your lunch or a meal, because this might get a little uncomfortably oddly specific. Basically, what fiber is able to do is increase the size and weight of your poop. Or, sorry, let me be more scientific, your stool. And it softens it for easier passage down your system to get rid of your waste. Second, fiber helps with lowering your blood cholesterol. Since it is not digestible and cannot be broken down into glucose molecules, which is usually the case for other carbs, studies have found that consuming a larger number of high fiber foods lowers the amount of low density lipoprotein. And this in turn helps with reducing blood sugar, inflammation, and blood pressure. For people with diabetes, having carbs lowers the risk of very high fluctuating blood sugar levels, but also for people who do not, fiber is a great way to prevent the onset of type 2 diabetes, since it is good at controlling and regulating your blood sugars. Fiber also helps to maintaining weight or trying to lose the unwanted weight. High fiber foods tend to be more filling by nature and also less energy dense, meaning for the same amount of food that you're eating, you're probably eating more and it'll make you feel full for longer. So plus there. They also might take a longer time to eat because there might be more chewing involved, and I'll get back to that in 1 second. But to wrap up, there are so many other benefits, such as reducing the risk for cardiovascular or heart disease and maintaining a healthy gut microbiome. I think I heard this analogy somewhere and I hope it's not too weird, but eating fiber is like a scrubby brush where you can clean out the insides of your system, get rid of all the bad bacteria, and foster a healthy gut and environment for your intestine and digestion. So, how can you get more fiber in your life? That's probably the biggest question that you want answered. The biggest tip that I have for you is the more chewing involved, the better the food. So the more chewing, the more crunchier, the more work it involves. And granted, they're all whole foods, fresh produce, fruits and vegetables, then they will probably be higher in fiber. My go-to example for this crunchy chew, high chewing food is carrots and celery. There's a lot of tough skin, right? And for celery, and to chew through all that, that's a lot of fiber. Same with apples and eating the skin, that's a lot of fiber. So in general, eat more fruits and vegetables, drink your water, stay hydrated, that's important, and exercise regularly to help with balancing all this. I have a whole other video on chia seeds if you haven't already checked it out. That's also a great source of fiber. And one last thing is that snacks really do count. I'm personally a very periodic snacker. I always have things in my bag in case I do get hungry throughout the day. So making good decisions about what kinds of snacks to bring around, such as fresh fruits, which are easy to grab and go, like banana, applesauce, nuts, those kinds of things are a really great idea. In general, stick to whole grains and brown rice, and try out new things like beans and legumes and leafy greens to help increase your daily fiber intake. On average though, you should not be going overboard with fiber, so the normal amount of fiber you should be eating is between 25 to 35 grams per day. But as you might have already assumed, the average American is not getting that enough. So be more mindful about the next time you are thinking about what to eat. Try to be more conscious of supplementing your diet and having fibrous foods, and make great decisions. There are a lot of foods out there rich in fiber, so don't forget this great type of carbohydrate. Don't always assume that carbs are bad, and have a happy and healthy rest of your week. While on this topic of fiber, I was just about to have this orange and wanted to mention that the little white skin that, okay, I'm also guilty of plucking it off because it doesn't taste like anything, but that, which is called pith, is also very rich in fiber. So I know it's not very, I don't like it either, but sometimes I just leave it on and eat the orange. So just little things like that. If you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, think about how much fiber you're eating and how you can add more fiber into your diet. Bye!